and 10. And hello out there in YouTube land. Welcome back. I'm your host, Fnord. I'm GM and host of the Color Animal Inn. This is episode 18, part 2. We got a mostly new crew here. Bunch of new players, one who's been with me a lot, one who's been with me one time before, and of course you all know Barth the bartender and his brand new bar. When we last left the crew, they had been talking to Barth about the various opportunities in town, and when I left them due to technical issues, I had asked them to kind of discuss amongst themselves what they wanted to do tonight. Did we come to any consensus, folks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
What's that?
Well, everybody wants to go get treasure. So we're going to go look for a cave and then go in it and raid it.
Sounds like an excellent, excellent D&D adventure to me. So,
Yes. Torwin currently is busy cleaning, so he don't really know about the party that is going to treasure hunt, but he have been trying to listen to as many conversations as he can.
okay.
Have any of them been talking about undead or zombies or anything related to the dead?
I think it would have been brought up by someone.
The undead played a very large part in the recently cleared dungeon. You suspect there are still many stragglers out there.
Then good old Torwin would be walking up to the group, and let's just take him over here. And he would take out a chalkboard this time, with a piece of chalk, and start to write "Hello," and just point to all of you.
Hey, do you want to come with us? It looks like we could use you. You can just nod. Or shake
I
your
will
head.
choose to just nod.
Okay, good.
I hear the statues, but being blind, I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is going to be really interesting with one guy who talks with the chalkboard and one guy who's blind.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
mean, in the future, I may be able to make magic items that cure you of your disabilities, if you so desire.
Maybe.
I think it was more what we were talking about when the stream went down. Not completely cure, but someone could aid us.
Maybe.
Yep, there are things out there.
Mm-hmm.
A full cure might not even be possible. I mean, you don't know. The gods might be against it for some reason.
I can kind of band-aid it.
Yep. All right, so I believe the party has decided to all travel together to go find a new cavern.
Yes.
There is one cavern that the Guides Guild knows about that hasn't been explored. This is the one that the party found on the way back from the guide getting killed. It's thought to be elemental, and it's thought to be a higher level cave you probably don't want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that a previous early level party had explored, but you're not going to get paid for finding that one. And of course, you can go out into the wilderness, wander around until you find one. That one you get paid for, and it'll be all yours.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go wandering.
For the money.
Yes.
All
And I'm
right.
in it for the things like dried figs. I call dibs on all food, all ingredients, any rare spices.
There are a couple things that I might want to argue you for, but for the most part, yes, that's fine. I'll write a grocery list on my way.
All right.
So give me a second to get this set up properly. I think there's one thing that kind of screws with me. Yep. All right, so hang on. This is going to take me just a minute. Is the party wanting to do any shopping, or have they already covered that?
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy some holy water.
I would like to buy a lot of stuff. I already made a list.
Okay, if you have the list already, you can just go ahead and go through it. Just add stuff to your sheets as needed.
All right. Mainly things like a 50 feet rope, as everyone have.
Yep, yes indeed.
A shovel and a lantern and some chalk, because I'll need that.
Cool. Did you get just like a big piece of white chalk or multicolored chalk or like a set of artist's pastels?
Is there multicolored chalk? Then I would like to take a few pieces of that, but also a few white.
Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's these two here. Sorry, when I try to copy a page, like a map page, unfortunately it doesn't copy what's on the map page, it just copies the settings. So I have to find the center of this new page, recall all, shuffle after recalling, check. There we go. All right, so let me see. Come back here to the tavern. Let me zoom back in to find y'all. Let's gather all together right there by the board or the bar where you are. That's perfect. Just fine. Let me copy your tokens. There we go. Now we're going to go to a new map, and this is going to be just blank at the moment, but bear with me because I'm going to do a couple things. First, I'm going to ping you to the proper location, and I do that thusly. And you see that green line, that's just to mark the center here. And we are out in the middle of the wilderness. So let's see. I would like a roll-off. I would like everyone to roll D100s. The two lowest are going to get kicked out. I need 4 people. So everybody roll D100, aim high. Boom.
Wow.
There we go. There's our 4. Probably. Who hasn't rolled?
Wow.
Hang on.
That is so not characteristic of what goes on with D100 rolls, but okay.
Yeah. Who has not rolled? There we go.
Oh.
No, you rolled a 1, not a 1 D100.
Oh, right.
You got a space in there, so try that again.
Do it again.
There we go. All right, yeah, so the first 4 are up. Let's see. I believe I can do this way. Let's see. So Bill Nye is going to get a card. I'm going to deal 1 to Tarkin. Who is Tarkin? Tarkin? Who's Tarkin's player?
I am sorry. I was still eating pizza.
Who is I?
Topek.
Topek. Thank you.
I'm almost done. Sorry.
It's all right. So you're going to get a card. Arlen Grohl, who is that?
That's Jake R.
Jake R. Got it. You're going to get a card. There you go. And Amari Tombstone. That is Nate. He's going to get a card. There we go. All right, so now each of the 4 of you have been given the wrong cards.
From the wrong deck, yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Perfect.
I'm going to leave those there for a moment while I pull out the right deck.
Aha!
Shuffle it, and then I will deal out a card to each of you. Can I just drag and drop onto you? I can. There we go. And then I'm going to recall all of these. Shuffle all, recall all. Beautiful. All right, so now the 4 of you have cards. And by clicking on the little thing right above your thing, you can see the card itself. You can drag it onto the map. And I want you to put these 4 cards, it's up to you guys amongst yourselves where they go, but somewhere, and they will fill this green square that you're seeing.
Well, who else has water?
I do. Give me a second to turn it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can
Oh, we're
turn.
gonna have to get clever. We're gonna have to get
Oh,
clever.
I can go in the top right, and then he can connect to me, I think. I have no idea how that circle's going to get in here. Wait.
It can be rotated
Yep.
away like that.
Oh, wait. Here, let
And
me
then-
turn mine again. Oh, wait, no. If he... There we go,
Like
yeah.
that,
If you
yeah.
just connect that one, and then that one can go up. There we go.
There
That
you
is
go.
a nice looking map.
Isn't that? I like
Yeah.
that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That should be a place.
So this is awesome. So the game, as I have it set up right now, is going to be more or less like that. Each person's going to get to pick a tile. The party's going to move, determine where it is, and such like that. And we'll run into some random critters until we find a cave. This being the starting point, and this being such an interesting map, I would like to ask the players where they would like to start.
I'd like to start in the circle.
Yeah, northwest coming up on that like building thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let me
Literally
move
coming up
all
the
of
hill.
these, make them the official map, and then I'm going to drop the players right down there. Awesome. And this will be your start. You can even, if you want, kind of come back to this in the future. Use this as cover. You can what's it called in MMOs? It's aggroing things and bring them back here.
Yeah.
Training.
But you don't
Strategy.
see any cave entrances, so you're gonna have to keep exploring until you find one.
Well, are we not certain that there's not some sort of secret hidden entrance in this building?
You're not certain, or you're not certain.
What?
It
Okay.
is entirely possible there is.
I'm gonna have a look because I can.
Same.
I don't guarantee anything because I don't see one on the map, but who knows?
All right, I've only gotten 2 perceptions. Does anyone else want to make a perception roll? Feel free.
Yes.
I'll do one, but I'll basically say I'm going to be listening for rushes of air and like.
Amari would prefer to peek outside the circle.
Okay. Look around.
Fine.
I would actually like to take my water skin, and I see that there's a river nearby, so I'm not too worried. And I'm just going to start like dumping water on the places to see where water might run to, and see if it doesn't start pooling. See if it goes into the stone and underground.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm looking at everybody's perception rolls, and one of you has given me the number that I was hoping for, a natural 20.
Oh,
You all have done various degrees of well, but this one person has sent me a natural 20. So I would like them to be the deciding factor. I'm going to throw out a whisper to one of you. If you don't get it, please don't, jump up and pretend you do or anything. But the one who does get it, we can discuss how the story goes from here. So let me throw this out here.
that's so cool.
So somebody just got a whisper. Whisper in return what kind of thing you might be thinking about. If you have questions, something like that. Let's work something out here. And now, if you want to make your name public, if you want to ask everybody else for advice or something, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm just giving you the opportunity to make it a whisper. unfortunately, whispers take some time sometimes. I'm now not certain whether they're even there. There we go. I got the whisper. Okay, sorry. Check.
I wonder if this works. Should work. Do myself.
All right, so I've sent this whisper back out, and at this point, I think the person that I'm talking to knows exactly what they would like to do. So, kind of act out for us, for the people at home, for your other adventurers, what happens, what you find, where it is, how you find it, all that good stuff. And if you need to
Oh
keep
God,
whispering.
I was muted. I am just standing there, looking a bit around, and suddenly it is as if someone told me where the entrance was. And I am looking directly down, and I start to jump as if there is something below me that could maybe be useful. And since I can't talk, I hope that people look over and kind of realize that I am now jumping on something and pointing down.
All right, do you think you would want to dig, or are you trying to like break through the ground?
I'm just trying to get attention.
Okay.
Okay. Something seems to be up, obviously.
Mario looked confused.
What seems to be the issue, sir?
At this point, I will just take my dear shovel from my backpack and that I just brought and start digging down. Just dig. I have a shovel.
Through rock.
Yep. This is obviously some sort of ancient structure here, and so Thorley breaks out a shovel and he starts prying up these stones and pulling them away, and then prying up more and kind of digging through whatever this into the floor of whatever this was.
He's pretty good at that.
He is actually.
Yeah.
I have knowledge history. Can I identify the structure by feeling around?
Who is this?
Like Alice.
Yes, you certainly can. You're going to look around, kind of just try to figure out where in history this is from.
Well, be feeling around. So what is that?
Feeling around,
perception?
Right? No, this would be a knowledge history roll.
So what do I use for that? Just a straight D20.
Now look in your character sheet under skills. Scroll down to the knowledge section. If you have at least one rank in history, you can make that roll.
I've got, I think it's 5 ranks. Not 5 ranks. I've got 1 rank and it's, yeah, it's basically 5.
Okay, so make sure you have your token selected, and then over by the, there's a button right there where it says knowledge history. Just right next to it to the left, and then you click that.
Oh, right, and the character sheet.
Right. Boom, very good. So you start feeling around. This is a dwarven area. This was originally made out by an ancient race of dwarves who have actually left tunnels like this all over the freaking planet. Today's dwarves don't really know much of anything about them. They are most famous for having the ability to create rock. A lot of dwarves would, mine or quarry rock. And a lot of dwarves, just carve their way out of the mountain and work from there. But these guys would carve their way out of the mountain and then rebuild the mountain with presumably magically created stone. And the interesting thing about this stone was that this stone would last for long times. I mean, even on stone time scales. So it's no surprise to find these ruins. And as Thoroughly seems to indicate, it's not a surprise to find these ruins are often entrances to underground areas. So digging is certainly a valid option at this point.
Okay.
I'll take out my traveler's any tool and help him then.
Okay. That was Arland.
Yes, sorry.
Awesome. Does anybody else have a way to dig that would like to help?
I can instruct them. But he looks like he's pretty good at it. So I don't have much to say except, damn, good job.
I'm going around.
Really good at that.
The structure.
Mhm.
Mario will pull off his bastard sword and try to use it as a shovel.
Cool. It'd probably make a better pry bar, but you're basically going to use it in assist.
I'll loosen the dirt.
Gotcha. How about Tarkin or Mike?
Well, I've been going around feeling the structure and getting aware of it, so relaying the information as I go. I've also just got my bare hands, so
Cool. All right. You can help as best you can, but you're going to do well by just still studying the structure. That'd be fine.
Yep.
How about you, Tarkin?
Tarkin feels so small compared to the other characters. He ends up just sitting on the perch over here and watching.
Cool.
He doesn't think he'd be much help at all.
What are you watching? You just watching them?
Yeah, just watching them dig.
Cool. All right. So digging commences. Thorley, you have special skill in this. I believe you have yourself listed as having profession digger with at least one rank in it, or no ranks? Pretty sure you put no ranks in it.
I think that's what you suggested.
That is.
Yeah.
I would like you to
I think I was suggested and forgot it immediately.
Okay. So I want
I
you to
don't
go
think I had
ahead, make profession grave digger or whatever it is that you are. Make that a class skill for you if it's not already. And then I want you to go ahead and put one rank into it temporarily.
I do have a rank in it, or I have a rank in profession blank.
Cool. So that's going to be your grave digger profession, and if you already have a rank in it, we're set. Just make a roll for it. The button to the left of it.
Oh, no token is selected. Whoops.
Yeah. Always select your token before you make a roll. Bada boom. And then, let's see, Amari and Arland were both digging as well. So unless you have a skill that you can apply here, and I'm open to suggestions, default to survival.
I have knowledge of engineering.
I would accept it.
Same.
Go for it. Give me some rolls there. 2 dungeoneering rolls. Bill Nye, do you have knowledge history, knowledge engineering, knowledge arcana?
I have arcana and engineering and nature.
I would accept any of those 3.
I did it engineering because they're all
Gotcha.
the same. And we're breaking into a dungeon. It's the best I can think of.
Okay. Got it.
could I use my history to instruct them on possible weaknesses and things to look out for?
Yeah, that's already included.
Okay.
You've told him about the dwarf information that you found earlier. And there's Arland with the dungeoneering check, Bill with dungeoneering, Thorley with a digger. I do not have one from Amari.
Okay.
Either dungeoneering. There we go. Survival works as well. Let's see. Amari, you rolled a natural 1. And I'm thinking that either you get in the way and you hinder things, or you damage your weapon. Now, what does everybody but Amari think?
Well, that great sword's not a digging tool. She's in the way.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm just hearing the scraping of a sword, just shaking my head.
Amari, you have actually damaged your greatsword. I need you to go into your sheets under attacks where your greatsword is, and where it says damage modifier, put a -1, please. That will last. That'll last until you can fix it. Which, in fact, you could start doing now, I suppose. I got a digging check that is a help. I got a dungeoneering check that is not a help. I got a grave digger check that is good. And after not too long, you find that there is, in fact, a underground tunnel here. Let's see, how can I find this to use it? I think I need to do this. And actually just find something. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So you find yourself digging down here, and the old tunnel had collapsed quite some time ago, but you do manage to uncover an interesting side tunnel. And I believe this is going to be the right size. Let me zoom out and check. It's like about a quarter. Yep. And you dig down and you burrow to the west, and you peek out, or I guess somebody peeks out, and finally breaks out into a larger area to your west that is underground. Who is going to be the first one to enter this new area?
Not the blind man.
That's a good idea, because he probably is more aware of everything in there than I am.
Well, Thorley has the actual shovel, so it would make sense that he'd get there first, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I would. Tony would like to step into the darkness and then start rummaging around in his backpack, which would take some time to do.
Yeah, stepping into the darkness, do you have any light source or dark vision or anything?
That's exactly what I'm looking for. I have a hooded lantern that I would like to try to find,
Okay.
but because of my difficulties,
Oh, Bill beat me to.
my backpack is always a mess.
Right.
I cast dancing lights.
Cool. And you're just going to send that in there?
Yep.
Cool.
I did this. I was actually thinking the same thing. He just got to it before I did.
And I can quite literally put them just in the center of the room. The range is quite far.
Let's see. Let me find a dancing lights token. See if there probably is one. Nope, there's a map of something. How about like a firework? Got some guns. I guess it thinks firearms. About
What about the fire effect?
I can always do that.
Does it lag or no?
Oh wait, you know what? Maybe magic. It's magicians, but it also gives me that. Give me just a second to convert this to a token that you can use. I'll just give it to all players.
Oh, that's so fancy.
There you go.
That is lovely, Fnord.
There you go. So that pretty much lights up this area. Let's see. Thorley and Artand, I would like each of you to give me a perception roll since you're actually down here. Thorley, you're kind of distracted, so I'm going to be giving you a negative modifier. But Arlen, you're doing all right, aside from being upside down.
Bam.
When you give me a negative modifier, is that just calculated in when I do my perception?
Yeah, you just make the standard roll. I do the modifier in my head. Got it. So, Arlen, you're looking around here, and you're going to notice what? Let me think. I know what you're going to notice. Give me a second here. This is smaller. Come on, really?
Ooh.
There's shinies. Let's do this real quick. And come on the map layer. There we go. And all right. The rest of the crew have just seen Thorley and Arlen descend. And because there is no combat, there's no reason to put us in turn order, but try to take turns. Try to give everybody a chance to do something. What are we going to do, folks?
I will step in behind them and cast Detect Magic.
Bill McNye, the magic guy.
Bill McNye, the magic guy.
And are you staying back there, or are you moving forward? This is a very narrow tunnel.
Well, I think I can move through them to here.
Right? You can't stop in the same square as somebody else, but if they're an ally, you can move through them.
Yep, so that looks okay. And Bill casts Detect Magic.
Awesome. Cast, and I'm going to throw you a Whisper.
Okay.
There we go.
Yep, I can do the whole thing.
Yep. Let's see. Let's just take this in line. Zri, Thorley, what are you doing? Have you pulled out the item from your bag? And
I hopefully have, and hopefully I have lit it by now. It would take, like in combat, it would take a turn.
Okay. So
get anything.
You got your lantern out, so you can now see.
Yes.
Very good. Jake, we're getting a lot of background noise off of you, but
Again?
that's all right. Yeah, I was hearing it sounded like furniture being moved or something.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what is Arlen going to do?
Arland is going to bravely step forward and investigate this pool.
All right. Do you have any special skills that you would like to use, or would you just like a simple perception check?
Let's go perception.
All righty. So you look at this, and it's got bubbling water in it. And you notice the water is a little bit warmer than usual. It's not quite cooking temperature warm, but it's definitely warmer than you would expect in just like your normal underground cave. You would expect it to be cold. It's not. There are obviously coins and small items, trinkets, none particularly valuable, and all very decayed. thousands of years of rime, I guess, growing on them. The water smells a little odd. It's not necessarily bad, but it does have kind of a bouquet to it. And in fact, you notice the following, which I will whisper to you. Oh, I should be whispering to Arland. Whisper has been sent. If you need me to clarify anything on that, let me know. What would you like to do with that information? Jake, might be muted. Got it. One moment, please. As Arlen starts poking at the water, though the water rises up to meet him and starts engulfing or trying to spread itself across his frying pan for some reason. I'd like everyone to roll initiative. Then I'm going to move Arlen over here and the amoeba itself right there. Whoops. That. There we go. Let's see. We have everybody. Bill, Mike, Thorley, Arlen, Tarkin, Amari. Excellent. We're going to go into descending order. Tarkin is first. Now, Tarkin, well, let's go back to Arlen real quick. Arlen, as this would happen, would you yell out or something, or would you just sort of...
Guys.
Cool. So, Tarkin, you've just heard Arlen yell out, guys, from down below you. What do you do?
Okay, well, my character would definitely descend the passage to see what's going on.
Cool. You may
would you
take
say-
your movement starting right here. So the
Okay.
first square on the map is your first square of movement, if you like.
Okay.
So that's 5
Works.
feet.
Okay, and what's the distance? 20 feet?
I'm
Okay.
guessing your movement is probably 20 or 30.
Well,
Is a halfling, I don't know.
would I still be able to do anything at this point?
Yeah, each player's turn each round consists of 2 phases. You start off with the move phase, where you can move up to your standard movements, and then you have a standard action, which can be a second move if you want. Otherwise, it's an attack or a doing of something.
I'd like to use Ray of Frost on the amoeba.
All right, you going to do that from here, or did you want to get closer?
I was thinking from here. It's within the Ray of Frost's range.
Certainly. So you've taken a 5-foot step to bring you into the tunnel, and then you're going to do a ray of frost on this thing that's on the other side of Ireland.
Yep. Okay,
Right.
so how does the magic attack work?
All right, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be making a ranged touch attack. If you'd like to use just the ranged button, you can do that. You could also use your sling as a substitute with Amoeba 1 as your target. That would be a better idea. We could
Okay.
also just default to a D20 plus whatever. But I would
Okay, and
prefer the sling.
And the sling's just going to tell us whether or not I hit, right?
Right.
Okay.
It gives you basically a ranged attack, and then the touch attack means you're just trying to touch it. So it's different from its AC, and that's a number that it whispers to me when you do this. And I see that touch is lower than your attack, so you have hit it, and you are a frost Ray of Frost for 1d3 plus 1 for your sorcerer's background, right?
Yes.
Cool. So roll that up manually. 1d3 plus 1 for 2 points of damage. And that does 2, but it also reminds me that I am not sure that this creature is immune or not to cold. I'm guessing it probably doesn't have any special immunities, but I'm double checking. Nope. So it's taken the full damage, and I made the mark there. You can see on its green bar it went down a little bit. That means it's been damaged, but it's still alive. Tarkin, you've moved, you've acted, you're done. Bill McNye, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, Bill sort of hears this happening, and he's just going to go like so. And he's, not going to get too much closer, because if he does, he might get attacked. But he still wants to leave space for somebody else to get in there. So Bill is going to go there, and he's going to use his Hand of the Apprentice. And he's going to let go of his quarterstaff, and it's just going to fly towards the amoeba and stab at it.
Nice.
And it is considered a ranged touch attack, so it is going to be at a -4 penalty.
Now it's a ranged attack. Is it a ranged touch?
It's ranged thrown. Sorry, ranged
Yeah.
thrown.
So you're going after the just its regular AC. It gets all its bonuses and everything.
Yeah, so that's a 5.
Why is it a 5?
Because I'm using a ranged weapon into melee.
That is correct. That's because you're trying not to hit your ally who's fighting the thing you're aiming at. So you're going to take a -4 penalty for that. So your 9 goes down to a 5, which unfortunately is not a hit.
I would assume so.
And your staff comes whirling through the air back to your hand.
Like a boss.
Yep, you moved, you acted, you're done. It is Thorley's turn. Swarley, you out there?
Yes. And he would like to, or well, he have seen that there's come like a way of frost just past his head. So he would like to run up to the amoeba with his sickle and attack.
Awesome. So you're going to have to move right up next.
Up here?
Yeah. Can you move like here or here? How about here, right there?
Yeah, that's fine.
I actually enlarged your token a little bit just earlier, so that's the clearest grid square, even though you can't see them. So that's perfect. You moved up. You're going to attack with your sickle. So hit the sickle button and then hit the amoeba as your target. For a melee, you don't have to take any penalties. So an 18 definitely hits, and as you can see, you did 7 points of damage. So I will make that change, and you can see it felt that. Your sickle slices a big old chunk of it off, which is going to go splooch back into the water. Nicholas, you have just heard some various things happening down below your feet.
So, how do I find out my movement?
You have just moved 5. You can move a total of 30. Each square is 5. So you got 6 squares to move. Unless you have bonus movements. You could have up to 8.
I'm not sure. I think I might get some as a monk.
It would be on just the monk
Yeah,
profession
let me have a
list.
look.
And for those of you who didn't do so earlier, under attacks, right next to initiative, you'll see your speeds. And your regular movement speed should be 30 in almost every case.
Except for mine is 20 for being a halfling, right?
Could be, yes. I don't see it exactly.
That is correct. If you're a small creature, move is 20 feet.
Yep. And then like armor can slow you down too.
Yep.
Okay, no, it's I've got blind fight, which means I don't need to make acrobatics checks when moving at full speed when blinded.
Right.
So that's what I was
So-
thinking of. So,
Okay, so just 30 feet.
should I get to the amoeba?
You're probably going to want to be over. Well, yeah, if you go right here, just south of Ireland, between Ireland and Authority, yeah, certainly you can hit there.
Okay, so
And then since you move this round, you get a single punch attack. If you don't move during your round, you can attack twice.
okay, so gauntlet and amoeba.
All right, so your attack is 6. No penalties or minuses. A 6 is actually a hit. And
Wow.
you have just punched this thing and smacked it
I'm
for
so sad.
5 points of damage. However, I need you to make a fortitude save.
Hmm.
I forgot that's how loses work.
A fortitude save, if you click on your token up at the top, the buttons, one of them is going to say saves. There you go, fortitude of 10. Good thing it wasn't a reflex. And you are going to take /R1D3. The amoeba burns your skin with acid and does 2 hit points of damage to you.
Okay.
And you're going to record
Does
that
it-
by clicking on your token and then clicking in the little green circle up top. And then
So I don't get an armor save. I don't get armor for that.
get armor.
I get AC bonus. I'm not wearing armor, so I get my wisdom and
Dexterity.
All right, that would be if it were attacking you.
okay.
But this isn't. This is actually it responding to your attack. So it like splashed up into your gauntlets and got on your skin. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna acid eat away your gauntlets, although it should. So there you go. You took your damage. Perfect. It is Arlen's turn.
I will 2-weapon fight.
Okay. So the first frying pan actually does hit. You don't get a sneak attack against this thing, so that's 2 points of damage. Let me take that off. And then you can attack a second time.
Nice.
14, obviously a hit for another 4 points. Now, I said you can do that if you don't move, but I was lying. There's actually a certain specific move you can make called a 5-foot step, which, if it's the only movement you make in your entire round, you can make at any time.
For free.
For free, basically.
Yeah, I'm good without 5-stepping. I can't 5-step anywhere.
Yeah.
That's also true. This is like rough terrain and such. So Amari, everybody else is just dipped down into the ground here. What are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna look around and see that everybody went down the hole. So, seeking adventure, I will also fall down the hole.
Cool. And you said look around, so give me a perception roll before you do so. Well, after you do so, just now.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks.
All right.
So you
And I see this.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
You have moved 5 of your feet.
So I see this big cluster of people here, and I don't think that's a good way to go. So Amari's gonna try and run and jump to this spot right here, assuming
Okay.
he can't squeeze by here.
Nope. And you're gonna jump over this pit here?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right here.
Oh, okay. You can you can squeeze through there. Not a problem. You don't have to run or jump or anything.
All right, he'll shimmy across. I don't know how far that's been.
Unfortunately, what you do have to do is deal with a sneak attack.
Okay.
And it's going to slam out at you. Maybe. You know what? I think I just targeted. Yeah, I targeted that thing. So let's try this again. And a 5 is not going to hit you. So it looks like you made a standard movement. You can take a second movement, or you can take a standard action now.
All right, I'll turn to face the second amoeba and swing my broken sword at it.
Excellent. A 7 is a hit. You only did damage to. It doesn't look like you put the -1 damage in. Did you put it on?
So that's still 15 damage.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Doesn't matter. That's, as you can
Holy
see, did that much damage to it in one swing.
Out of character, can I ask? Am I supposed to put the -1 in the attack mod?
Damage mod.
It should be in damage mod.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
You just dulled the edge of it. Not a whole lot, apparently. So that's your turn, and it is now Amoeba 1's turn, but Amoeba 2 is going to roll initiative at -2.5. So I'm skipping it this time, but
How do you get a minus roll?
It's got 3 options.
Too cool for school.
I was going to go Thorley, Mike, and Arlen in that order. Arlen being number 3, that delicious frying pan is going to reach up and try to slap him with a pseudopod. And a 10 does not hit.
Nope.
Amoeba 2 is so lame, it doesn't get to go this round. Tarkin, you're up.
Okay. Tarkin sees Amoeba 2 attacking Amari, just the one-on-one, so he'll try to use the Ray of Frost on the Amoeba 2.
Alrighty. Cool. 14 is definitely a hit, so you're going to do 1d3 plus 1. Nice. 4 points. And you can see it freezing and cracking and chipping away. You've got a movement ahead of you if you want it.
Okay. Amoeba 2 is still alive?
It is.
Okay. Could he just do a perception to look around, see if there's any other surprises in the room?
Certainly could. He could even do both. Perception is one of those things you can almost always do.
Okay.
Whisper coming at you.
Okay.
Now, you got to move, and I'd like you to take that and then kind of hold that information for now.
Okay. Okay.
You don't have to. You can stay where you are if you want.
Let's see. Let's see here. He will move over to here.
Awesome. And let's see. That makes it Bill's turn.
Well, Bill is quite convinced that he is inept at any sort of combat whatsoever. So he's going to go over here. And what he's going to do is he's going to... I'm assuming that's a standard action. That is a standard action. So what instead he's going to do is he's just going to move a little bit further, I suppose. He's going to throw his dagger just like in the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think that's a range penalty of 3. 2 range penalties. Sorry, 2 range penalties.
Yeah.
So I'm taking -4.
-4. But you're just sort of throwing it at the pool. The pool's big. It's going to be hard not to hit it.
Yeah. I'm just going to roll against myself.
Yep.
That should be okay.
Good.
All right. I just chuck it in the pool.
Bloop. Your dagger drops into the pool.
End my turn.
And you reach out your hand for your dagger to drop back into, and it doesn't.
Nope. I
Uh,
wasn't planning on it to do that.
Thorley, it is your turn.
Yes. I would like to. If I need to use my spells, do I need to have them prepared first? That's
No, that's what your Oracle power is all about. Any
all
spell
right.
you can cast. If it's an
Yeah.
Orison, you can cast it as many times as you want. If it's a level 1 spell, you have, I believe, 5 of those a day. But you do have to know it. It has to be on your list. You have to put it on your list earlier.
Yeah. I would like. This is going to be really awkward because I would like to use guidance on the one person that I would never be able to guide. So
Oh,
I'm not
great.
sure how I'm going to do that because he's blind and
Ah,
I'm mute.
all right. I'm going to warn you something that your character would know, and that is if you try to cast a spell standing next to an enemy who's trying to attack you, he gets a free shot. This is the attack of opportunity.
Oh, well, then I wouldn't like to do that. Then I
Now,
would just like to stab the bugger.
you want to what?
I would like to stab the slime.
Stab it? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, good choice, my friend. It looks like you did it. That's a hit for 6 points. It had 2 left. It's at -4. It is technically dying, but at this point I call enemy creatures dead. A little different for player characters. So you slay it.
Hey.
You have a movement if you'd like to take it.
I would rather like to, or well, I guess I would move a bit into the room, but also check what is around.
Cool. Give me a perception. And if you're looking at something in particular, let me know.
Other enemies.
Gotcha. Very good. And where are you moving?
Just this way. A bit. Somewhere around here that is, so people can get around me. Maybe here, like almost at the edge of the pool.
Whisper has been sent to you, Thorley, and that is the end of your turn. It is now Nicholas's turn.
Okay, hearing that the appearance of the amoeba and Bill's dagger falling in the water, I realise what he's trying to do, and I take a perception check to see if I can hear anything else coming.
Coming from where?
Down one of the upper caverns, just hearing the echoes if our fighting's causing anything else to come.
Cool. Yeah, give me a perception roll.
And I get +2 because I'm got alertness.
Cool. You do hear sounds coming in all directions. You know that there is something in all 3 of these directions, but you can't tell what it is or how far away it is.
Is this something that the entire party can hear, or just because of my heightened senses?
Probably just your senses.
Okay. I'll basically shout at everyone that there's something coming.
Tarkin, the answer is now.
Tarkin points at the big pool and says, "There's a water elemental there. I swear."
Yeah. And
Why do you
Thorin,
think I threw my dagger at it? Jeez.
And then Thorley, if you were going to share your information, you don't have to. There we go. Thank you very much. Nicholas, you have not yet moved or actually done anything but a perception. What would you like to
Right. Oh, move across and not make a mistake like last time and throw a shuriken at the amoeba too.
All right.
So shuriken.
Now you're throwing into combat with an ally.
He is. So you rolled a 1 and missed. Your shuriken just sort of goes flip and flop, and it doesn't even skip on the water or anything. It just sort of bloop right there. And actually, let's see. Hang on a second. I wonder. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, sort of. I don't know what the fuck this is. What is this? This is what the Roll20 search says a shuriken looks like.
I don't even know what that is.
I
Yeah,
think that's wrong. For starters.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's wrong.
This
That's
is-
a lot better. That's a gear, but
Yeah.
still.
it's closer, but it's still pretty bad. That's
Does that have legs?
I don't know.
That's a shuriken. Looks more like a shuriken.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Close
have to be a
to-
shuriken.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Uh,
It's got sharp points.
It's circular.
Ireland, it is your turn.
I will total defense and move here.
All right. Ireland gets a really cautious look on his face. He's holding his two pans up, looking around, totally checking, making sure nobody sneaks up behind him, and he walks over there. And it is Amari's turn.
I'm always confused why everybody's throwing their weapons in the water.
To be fair, Tarkin did say why.
But she's so focused on this amoeba here. She'll take another
Well, it's fairly obvious why I threw it.
swipe at it.
Nice. 20 is obviously going to be a hit. 13 points of damage, -1. Nope, still not in there. Or maybe it is. So that's 12 points, but it doesn't matter because that takes it well below 0 and into the truly dead category. And you have a movement if you'd like to take it.
And I'll turn around frantically because they're throwing daggers and people are surrounding this and shouting about this pool over here, and be prepared for whatever is within
Cool.
it.
You got it. Amoeba 1 is dead. Amoeba 2 is dead. However, I'm going to roll a 3-sided die. 1, and Amari is my target. It turns out there was, in fact, another amoeba in this pool, and it just got its equivalent of a sneak attack off against Amari. Just for convenience, I'm moving these around here. Amoeba 3 is going to go after your flat-footed AC because you're not aware it's attacking you.
Doesn't matter.
Not with that roll, sure doesn't. So let me put it into the initiative order. And yep, right where it belongs, taking Amoeba 2 out, and the water here continues to roil and bubble and is churning as if there was something boiling up out of it. What are you going to do, Tarkin?
Okay,
Oh, sorry, YouTube. You know what? I'm going to zoom in.
since the water elemental still hasn't shown its, well, let's see here, he knows it's there though.
We all know it's there.
But since it hasn't shown its face yet, he'll attack the amoeba with a ray of frost.
Alrighty. Wow, nice hit. Not a crit, but nice hit. How much damage you do? 4 points. You're good at that. Did you want to take a move?
Yes. Can I shimmy across this side like he did the other side?
Sure.
Like that. Okay. Character will go over here then.
You know what? This net ledge is quite a bit narrower. Let me get a climb or an acrobatics check from you. Your choice. And I would argue for something else, even if you wanted.
Acrobatics sounds good.
Zri, you do not know the answer to that. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you would. No, it's not.
Nice.
Very
That'll do
good.
it.
Yeah. Tarkin, you have no trouble making that move.
Darkin's a ninja.
So your move is done. What's your standard is to... Oh, no, wait, you already did that. You made your standard. That was your move.
Yeah, that was the Ray of Frost, so
right.
it should be the next player's turn.
Yep. Bill. Bill
McKnight, the magic guy. He's going to be like, oh, that's cool. I can do that too. And he's going to Ray Frost.
All right.
So the ranged attack is going to be this. -4.
Hits. Yeah, -4.
3
15.
points of cold.
Still a hit. And
Yeah.
It looks like you did 3 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Stay frosty.
And we're going to try to attempt the acrobatics roll as well.
No, I'm good where I'm standing.
Gotcha. Thorley. So the answer is, let's see. Let me see. Which one were you? I'm trying to remember what I told you. I believe so. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is.
So
it is. There was. I told you something was like yes, it is.
Shimmering, but there's nothing anymore.
It looks like. Well, give me another perception.
All right.
With the exception of whatever's going on right here, that is all you see of interest. So yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what can I do to that? I would like to use one of my spells, detect undead.
Ah. Okay, so detect undead. I hope you copied it down in the information. Has a range on it. Like you can detect undead out to a certain distance.
I believe it's 60 feet.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yes.
Oh wait, that was 2 seconds. 2 seconds before I do anything. Where is? Didn't I have detect? Detect magic. I might not have that. Anyway, I'm not gonna use that because I don't think I have it anyway. Well, that's a waste.
See what's on your sheet.
I have detect magic and weak magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you have as level 1? You got
right.
And that. Okay.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the second one here, the one that starts with a G, is probably your best bet. You might find a target to do that.
Yeah. Who can deal with that? That guidance is that melee range? Do you know that?
Yep, you have to reach over and pat your ally on the back and say "good job" or something like that, and boom, they get that bonus.
I would like to use guidance on the monk just because our conversation will be hilarious. Yeah, and use guidance on him.
Cool. How do you do it? What are you gonna do? You gonna touch him? You gonna say something? You gonna kick him in the butt and cast it so he doesn't know? What are you gonna do?
One hand on the shoulder from a very tall, 7 feet tall man, and just give his shoulder a tight little squeeze to calm him a bit.
I know,
Bucko.
just squeezing and almost lash out, thinking of being snuck up on, but then realise,
Are you gonna actually try to hit him?
no. I realise that we're not. I realised after punching the amoeba we're fighting slimes, and the hand that's touching me is decidedly humanoid.
I'm oddly enough just massaging your muscles. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm giving you a muscle massage.
And you actually feel quite invigorated from his touch. You can feel kind of just a sense of warmth and strength flowing through you.
All right, buddy. Come on. Warm up. You got this. Come on.
Exactly.
Give him a good straight punch.
Cool. So
No,
Thorley, you got to move ahead of you if you want. Want to take a move action?
I would like to. Can I go over here?
Sure can.
I would like to do that.
Sure can. All right. Nicholas's turn. Now, Mick, you're going to get +1 to any skill check or attack roll you make this round.
Well, I learnt my lesson last time. I'm not going to punch the thing. It's still in melee, isn't it?
It is.
I'll just throw another shuriken.
Alrighty.
See if we can get a collection in the pool.
Nice.
That's
Very good. That does a full 5 points of damage. And you get to move if you want it.
I'll stay where I am.
Arland, you are up next.
Can I 5-step here?
Certainly.
I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to attack the square in front of me.
Cool. 1 or 2 pans?
Huh?
1 or 2 pans?
2 pans.
Cool. Make yourself the target, but just go ahead and make 2 attacks. Got an 11 for 3. Got a 20 for 2. So Arlen just starts smacking at the water here, which just keeps bubbling and boiling up underneath his hands. Arlen, give me a wisdom check, please. I would accept other rolls as well, knowledge type things if you're thinking of something, but wisdom.
Dungeoneering?
Yeah, let's go with the dungeoneering. Cool. You're not sure whether you hit anything or not.
All right.
Mari Tombstone.
So Amari's totally confused. This dude's over here beating on the water. Everybody's throwing their weapons in the water. Meanwhile, there's this big slime behind me, and nobody's paying attention to it. So
I've been throwing shuriken.
I blasted it with cold.
I can't reach it because you're in the spot to hit it.
So he wants to believe that there's something going on in this pool up here. So he's just gonna
It better be right.
do a complete circle and try and slice at this amoeba 3.
Awesome. That That's a hit for 15. It had 10. Tell us how you kill it.
He spins around in a circle. He looks over his shoulder first, make sure it's still there. Targets it. Spins around. Lets his blade cut clean through it. Turns back around to the puddle in front of him. And doesn't even look back.
Beauty.
It was bare.
3 was up.
Okay.
Okay, Tarkin, your turn. Tarkin, were you hit? Did you get attacked?
No.
I didn't think so, but you're at 8 hit points out of 10.
Do I have 10 hit points? I only had a hit die of 6 for my class, plus 2 for Constitution.
I'm going to look into it right now. Because maybe the sheet's giving you 2 extra from something. So 8. You took skill points. Level 1. Wait, okay, base hit points of 8. You're only supposed to have a 6-sided hit die?
Yeah.
That's the problem then. So on classes, under HP instead of 8, let's make that a 6.
It
There
adds
we
your
go.
constitution for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're starting with 6 and then working core constitution 2 times your level of 1 gives you a total of 8. So that is correct.
Okay. So I put the right number in my health bar. I just messed up in my sheet.
Yeah. So there we go. What are you going to do?
Well, let's see here. How far away is this? Okay, easily within range. I guess he'll try to blast Ray of Frost into the water. He still believes there's that water elemental he perceived earlier. Do I sling myself like he did?
Yep. Sorry, I'm looking something up here.
And should I roll my damage as if I hit?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that had
there we go.
that had a D3 on it, so that was rolled technically. You got a 1.
Yeah,
Wait.
he has 1,
Yeah.
so he can roll it manually if he wants.
There you go.
Well, I can roll it manually, or we can just add the 1. You guys' choice. I mean,
Either
That's
way.
up to you. That's up
Ray
to
of
you.
Frost is 1d3, and then it's +1 for my ability.
Yeah, you get to choose because you're the player.
I'll roll. That's the way I've been doing it the rest of the time. So I'll
And
just keep.
it's
doing
been
this
working
way.
for you. You got another 4. So, very, very cold ray of frost bursts into this. And you know what? I'm going to see if I can do this.
I'm going to do the exact same thing.
Hang on a second. I want to try something. Let's see. Hang on.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. See if I can just repeat that. Oh, not just as is. I have to click it again. So Roll20 has given us a whole bunch of new tools. So if that would have been fire or something, it would have been a different color.
Huh, that's impressive.
Yeah. So
That's very cool.
And I'm working on bringing that into the system. Like I said, when I do magic, I'm going to do magic. So Tarkin, yeah. And
I'm excited.
this sends out just a huge plume of steam as the cold goes up against the hot boiling water here. And it is Bill McNye's turn.
Well, Bill is going to do a wicked cool spin with his quarterstaff, and he's going to go, and he's going to do Ray of Frost
Okay.
at the exact same spot.
Ooh.
Yeah, if he can, but it's just like he's hitting the pool.
Get another 4. You got a 3. That's still pretty good. Let's see if it hits.
That's max damage for me.
That's
Thank you very
true.
much. That's max damage for me. And I get a ranged. That's not
An
too
8.
bad.
Well, you hit the pool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
but some more steam comes up. It's hard to judge because I mean, Tarkin just blew a huge chunk out there. So, but
I would.
it's feeling like a sauna in this little cavern here.
I feel like I would also make a knowledge arcana to see if we're even doing anything to a water elemental.
You can certainly do that. During your turn, most knowledges are pretty much, I consider them a free action. You're just sort of thinking. Depending on how hard you have to think about things. But no, yeah, definitely believe this to be the case.
That we are doing something. Okay. So he's just gonna be like, we're kind of wasting our time. Somebody should go in the water.
Thorley, it's your turn.
As cool as we are, somebody should probably go in the water.
I can't see it.
Is any that pun, please? 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 Ray of Frost, as cool as we are? Come on.
Oh,
Goodness.
Come on. That was bad. Somebody should have you guys.
I mean,
Sorry.
I
This is
guess
not
I will.
bad.
I guess I will do as ordered and step into the water. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do.
You're going to just walk into the water?
I am going to. I'm guiding my sickle. Was that the command that we should go into the water?
That's what Bill's telling you.
Fine, then I am going into the water blindly.
Not as
Wave.
blind as Mike, but still blind.
He's listening to the guy furthest away from the pool.
Now, Thorley, your character knows that this is almost certain death. This water is boiling. You can see it roiling around. There's no way of telling how deep it is. There's stuff floating around in it. You know there's at least one dagger floating around in it. If you don't get stabbed or crushed or drowned, you're going to get burnt to death like a lobster. But if you want to step into it, you're more than welcome to do so.
I
We
mean,
cooled
I
it
do
down
have
for
the.
you.
I mean, I do have the die hard skill, but
We cooled it down for you.
Yes, this is true.
Pretty significantly because magic was involved. And a couple max damage rolls too, so
I think I would reconsider. Can I touch it with? Can I try to almost touch it with my hand just to see? Am I actually gonna get burned?
Yeah, give me a perception roll, or we can even go as far as you can take a moment to study it with a knowledge roll of some sort.
I don't think I have any knowledge that would help with. I have no idea of magic.
Do you have
features.
one rank of survival?
Oh,
Survival is
would use
almost
that.
kind of like knowledge nature.
then I will use that. Survival.
I try to be very flexible in my knowledge and skill rolls. You can always argue that you might be able to use something else if this and that.
Survival. Yeah. I don't have any skills in that.
Okay, then it's up to you. Whichever's better for you.
I think I'll just go with perception.
Go for it. Well, you can tell that the water is, in fact, boiling, but it's not hot. It's room temperature. It actually feels kind of nice. But there's still no way of telling how deep it is. And the fact that it's boiling hard enough to be lifting and rolling gold coins around in it still is enough to make you think you don't want to actually jump in. But
It's
putting
safe.
your hand in doesn't hurt.
Trust me, it's safe.
I'm
a wizard.
I'm swinging my sickle in front of me as I would like to jump into the water. and have
Oh,
my
jumping's
first shower.
jumping's a little bold, but okay.
If that's what he wants to do,
I mean-
that's what he does.
Wait, we can
Yeah.
like tie a rope around you just in case.
Yeah,
If something tries to suck you down, we can pull you back up.
I mean, I can't see how deep it is from here,
The
but I can see
problem
it's
is
safe
we
water.
wouldn't have time to speak about that.
Why
So
not?
Yeah,
If I see you about to jump in, I could say, wait. Let's like tie a rope around you or something.
this is
You can't
true. You
speak
don't have time
anyway.
for the rope yet. I mean, we've been here for a few minutes, and we're actually supposed to be 6 seconds. So, Thorley, if you're going to jump in, you start to jump in. Someone asks you to wait. Do you jump in?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
He's going to wait. Mike, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do a perception check again on the pool of water.
Go for it. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm gonna go for touch and smell, if because I said I can't see anything.
Do be careful, but because there is a thing in there, but the water itself is safe.
Whisperers coming to you. Oh wait, I'm going with character names. My K-E-L-S. There we go. Whisper has been sent. So you notice Mike kind of reach up and hesitantly move towards the water, and then he just starts he puts his hand all the way in there, starts feeling around. He doesn't seem to be screaming. He's not burning or anything.
No. I suppose just in case anything isn't there, and probably be a hell of a fight, I'll finish my turn by taking one of my potions of healing I just bought.
Alrighty. Yeah, so if you want to heal, you're going to just roll. You're going to mark off one of your potions. Very important to keep track of these. And then just roll 1d8 plus 1. And you'll take that many hit points up to your maximum. Cool. So add 8 or just reset yourself to max, whichever is lower. There you go. And it is Arlen's turn.
I'm gonna take out my rope and tie it around myself.
Cool. What skill best represents rope tying to you? A lot of people say survival. Some other people will make an argue that it's the inverse of escape artist. What about you?
I'd say a strength check,
All right. Yeah, I can see that.
which unfortunately for me is just a d20.
Just using brute physical strength to make the rope into a knot. Wrap it around yourself. Gotcha. You believe that you have tied the best knot you could possibly tie.
Yes. Do I still have time to jump in?
You do.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I jump in.
Can I pick up the rope?
I'm going to ask once. Are you ure?
Maybe he should grab the rope first.
He does not have time to grab the rope if you jump in.
I'll say, someone hold onto this rope and pull me out if something bad happens.
Cool.
I'm guessing Amari and I are the strongest ones here.
So do you want to take your move action or not?
My move action, I'll hold my turn until someone's holding the rope.
Amari, it's your turn.
Keep in mind, there is a water elemental in there.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying, and everybody is so obsessed with this water that it's just boiling.
Well, I thought it was some kind of fish down there, so
So Amari's kind of annoyed by everybody that's standing around this pond of water, and he's gonna take like a golf club swing at the water just to make sure that everything is cool, and then he's gonna walk over towards this direction, or
Cool.
maybe down here.
So he's swinging with his sword.
Yeah.
All right. For Amari, hitting this thing, there's no question. There's absolutely no way that she can possibly miss this water. But interestingly enough, I'm going to ask for a number of rolls from you. Give me just a moment here. Where are we? Opening up some of my random tables here.
She'll swing right-handed and then left-handed and then begin to walk up toward the top tunnel, I guess.
Now you give it a big. Was it Billy Madison, the golf player, or was that Happy Gilmore?
Yeah,
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, you give it a golf swing like that into the water, and when you do, I need you to roll me a D5. No, a D6. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like you to give me a D4, please.
What is happening?
Something cool.
Interesting. So Amari just absolutely sick of this and in disgust just whips her blade through the water. There's nothing there. You hear a clink of steel on steel as her blade connects with something under the surface of the water. As she draws her blade back out, this something gets flung out of the pool and lands on the ground right here. And
Oh, hey, my dagger.
Oddly enough, no.
Hmm.
It is one of these.
A sickle?
What?
It is a sickle.
What?
I'm so confused.
Bill, you have no way of knowing the answer to that.
Okay.
Tarkin, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move up here since I'm fishing for junk over here.
My character would have seen this sickle fly out, right?
Oh, yeah. It was blatantly obvious, and it went clank, clank, clank as it hit the ground.
Okay. My character moves over here and inspects the sickle.
Do you have the Abrase skill?
Yes, I do.
You can use that. You can also make any other type of roll that you want, but that's the one I would go for first. Bill, the answer is you do not have that, at the moment at least. Tarkan makes an Appraise check. Well, this is a sickle. It's a melee weapon, just like you'd find in any store. But this one is actually in oddly good condition. Not only is it not tarnished or rusted or anything, it looks like it was originally a masterwork sickle. Would you like to pick it up?
Yes, my character would.
Add 1 masterwork sickle, value 306 gold pieces to your inventory. Bill, it is your turn. If you want to use that thing I just said no to now, you may.
Now, that's the first thing I did after casting Dancing Lights.
Yeah, but unless you were concentrating on it, you don't notice it.
Okay.
But you do now, and the answer is that no. Tarkin's new sickle is not magical.
Okay. So I'm gonna go here because that's the easier path to get by.
The whole rolling pool is both magical and non-magical. Oddly,
Okay.
What?
as you stare, it's a repeating fractal going down to infinity of black and white, magic and not
Well,
magic.
I don't believe it's real. And with detect magic, I think I might see a certain aura on it. Maybe, maybe not.
You're looking for illusionary magic and seeing if it would make it easier to disbelieve.
If I would have a reason to disbelieve, I saw somebody touch boiling water, so I'm going to make it regardless.
Okay. You attempt to disbelieve it, and no, this seems to be real. It is just a roiling cauldron of infinite possibility, you might say.
Okay. So on my way over, then I'll be taking an iron pot out of my backpack because I have a wizard's kit and I get an iron pot. And I really have to figure this out. And then, as my standard action, I'm going to use my arcane bonded ring to cast a spell that I don't have prepared. That spell is going to be Mage Hand.
Mage Hand, okay.
And I've moved and I've made a standard action, so I can't do it yet. But I'm planning on moving the iron pot.
Cool. Thorley, it is your turn.
Well, first of all, I would like to check if I have my Mastercraft sickle in my hand still, or if someone else have now taken that.
No, yours is still there.
Oh, so now there's two.
This one does not look like yours. Obviously made by somebody else.
Oh.
I mean, it works the same. It is the same item. It's just obviously not yours.
All right. First of all, I'd like to pick up the rope, so I can be ready to whale Arland down.
Cool. So I'm going to put the equivalent of a grappled symbol on y'all here to show that y'all are tied to one another, sort of.
Yes.
All right.
Just to indicate that relationship.
Yes, and I mean, I don't really, I have no idea what that is, so I'm just gonna stand ready.
Cool. Nicholas.
I can't remember. Did Arlen mention his plan? He's going to jump into the pool and he needs someone to hold the rope.
He certainly looks like that's what he's planning on doing. I don't know if he's said it or not, but that's what he looks like he's doing.
I really want to.
But of course you can't see, so you would have no idea.
If you didn't say it, I don't know. I'm going to be a bit uneasy, and Mark Armani just try to do a perception check of the surrounding the passageway to the north.
Cool. And remember what you felt in the water earlier. So even if he was, maybe, reasons. And give me a perception check to see what you can hear. Gotcha. Whisper coming at you. There you go.
I'm going to basically tell everyone that basically there's something coming up, a hastening from the north. Sounds like rattling chains. And okay, my turn there.
All right. Arland, how about you? What are you going to do?
I want to so badly. All right, if I roll a 2 on this D2, I'm doing it. Not doing it.
Damn. I mean, okay.
I thank Thorley.
What are you thanking him for?
Can I like sit on the edge and just stick my feet in?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do that then.
All right. I think the best one here is going to be a reflex save. I think that most appropriate.
I'm shocked and in awe.
So saves is just one of your token actions right up top. It'll do all your saves at once.
Oh, right. I don't even need to pull up this sheet.
Nope. And y'all know that you can minimize your sheet by double-clicking the stripe at the top.
Oh, cool.
Reflex 25 is hugely over what you needed. So you go over and you sit and you kind of put your legs over into the water and you start dipping your feet. Tell us about your footwear. What kind of shoes or boots are you wearing?
Let's see. I'm wearing parade armor, so I'm probably wearing standard. No, let's just say I'm wearing moccasins.
Like the high moccasins or just like slippers?
High moccasins, I guess.
Because all of a sudden this pool starts dragging at them. It starts pulling at them. It starts actively untying them. It's trying to take them off. But your reflex save is enough that you can pull your feet back out before they come off. Is that what
That's
you want
what
to
I
do?
thought.
You're going to leave them
Yes. No, I'm going to pull them out.
in there? All right. I would call that just a move action up to this point. Or standard, either one. You have the other one if you want to take it.
What is this pool?
Water elementals inside of there. It lives in there.
I mean, yes, but like, why?
Because it's water and it's made out of water.
I'm starting to think it's not harmful to anybody.
You think it just wants a friend?
It will drown you if it has the chance.
Well, yes,
Yes,
but I don't
almost
think it's
certainly.
like actively trying to kill anyone. I'm starting to think it's just like a neutral water elemental.
Even though we've attacked it.
Exactly. If it was evil, it would have killed. It would have tried to kill us by now.
We've been beating it for the past half hour. Screw it.
So
I'll
Arlen,
use my move action to move, or I'll use my move action to move
Come on through.
away from the water, and that's it.
all right. Clink, clink, clink. There's a strange clanking noise as Arlen moves, and he looks down. And Arlen, I want you to look at your foot, and there's something caught in your shoelace. What is this? I don't know. Roll a d6.
Oh boy. Maybe this is just a very generous water elemental.
1. Roll a d25. Roll a d45.
How many options are there?
You look down, and there is a small leather pouch that the pouch strings have gotten twisted and turned and tangled up in your shoestrings. You reach down, you pick it up, you open it up, and inside you find 11 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces.
Nice.
So the one who puts his hand in combines nothing.
Is this like a wishing well or something?
I don't know about that.
Amari, it's your turn.
Wait, 11 gold and how many silver?
5.
Thank you.
All right, I'm already still confused. The cook's over here taking a bath. Everybody's standing around the pool, fishing for things. And he remembers. She remembers Miklas talking about the sound of chains to the north. So she's going to slowly approach up the north path while these folks are fishing in the pond. Whoops. I don't know how to drop her there. Okay.
Cool. All right, so you're going to be drawing the next map segment. And just for convenience, I'm going to hand it to you.
Okay.
There you go. So you can play that, and you have to play it off of this if you possibly can. If for some reason it is impossible to make the end match to where you are, you have to play it somewhere else, which unfortunately doesn't look like a lot of options. If you can't play it, it stays in your hand and gives you a -1 penalty until you can get rid of it.
Okay. I think I could play this.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
You
I
just
gotta
gotta
do is
turn it.
rotate that. It's
How's that look?
That looks
perfect.
good.
Yeah, beautiful. And give me a
All right.
perception roll, please, to see if
Okay.
you notice what's in here. And I'm going to do GM things.
And I'll say to the party, hey, if you guys are done taking baths and whatnot, I think there might be some treasure somewhere in this cave system.
Let's see. Oops, hang on. Roll20's search engine sucks so bad. Sorry, folks. It's the price of playing with randomization. You got to deal with things sometimes. But there we go. All right, so that is the new room that Amari has just entered. You can continue your movement into it if you like.
I'll approach this dip in the floor.
Cool. Speaking of dips, I forgot to do that. There we go. And it is pretty much just what it looks like. It seems to be some sort of a shape that has dropped into the floor for some reason. Maybe there was like a puddle of something here once, but there isn't anymore.
Okay. And, well, how far was that? I guess I'll just shimmy around the puddle to this side of the room.
Cool. That looks to be about 35 feet.
All right, I'll go back to...
About
How's that
30
look?
feet. That would be a single move. Did you want to take a second move? Get you another 30 feet?
I'll just, let's see. I'll go inspect this spot on the floor. How's that?
Cool. And you walk over here, and it looks like there's a pile of bones here. You look around, and you see what looks like 2 human skeletons, but these bones are going to take some inspection to determine what they are. They're kind of scattered. Tarkin, it is your turn.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? We're going to take a break. I've not been paying attention to the time, but we're at 1:50, almost 2 hours. So we're going to take a 5-minute break, if not longer, and when we come back, we'll see what happens next here in the Color Animal Inn.